to the live. This is Alexis K. Tyler. I am dealing with part 2 about being harassed and lied on by Candy, a lady that is from LA and claims she was down with Nipsey and started following me. I guess what, a year or two ago, with the Nipsey readings, and we would talk on the phone when she lived in LA. So I didn't just meet her and start talking to her in Atlanta. It was over a year ago. She had bought maybe a couple of my hair care product items, and she had bought some 24K gold Nipsey Blue Sage. So I knew her on the phone and on the internet from LA. She reached out and started following me, and I reached out to her following her and asked her, could we start talking on the phone? I wanted to get to know her. People from LA, people that knew Nipsey or had been around Crenshaw. So this is not what some people are thinking that, oh, I just met this person a couple of months ago. I just started talking to this person a couple of months ago, and the person started hanging over here. So it's a couple of things that I'm going to say that I did not want to say. And the reason why, a couple of reasons. A couple of stupid bitches came over here and said, oh, this happens to you. You need to use better discernment. Sis, fuck you, bitch. I don't need to use better discernment, bitch. You're talking to me as if I'm some kind of fucking stupid bitch and as if I didn't know these things about this motherfucking bitch or that she just came up out the blue. Now, I don't like to betray people's trust, but I do like to be helpful if I can. When the bitch gonna say, you know, this happened to you, and this ain't never fucking happened to me because I don't let bitches get close to me like that. I don't have and the women like Shannon, like Nikki Love, me and Nikki Love, you can look up Nikki Love. She's a public figure like me, and a voodoo priestess. We were very close. I talked about her and cracked jokes about me and her, the chickens years ago. And I learned a lot of things from her. And we've been like sisters. My son was in love with her daughter and had a big old crush on her daughter. And her daughter's like half Indian from India and half black, gorgeous, but she looks kind of Mexican. So somebody's in love with her. And we've been friends like 2007, 2008. We used to do videos cooking together. We'd be at crazy Big Mike's house, or she'd come to my house. I'd go to her house. She had a pool. Our kids were in high school together. I cooked with her. She cooked with me. She didn't have the money. I buy the food. Never brought it up. Or she have her food. I get mine. We put it together. Me, her, the kids. We eat. We cook for each other. We love on each other. We do magic and shit together. I learned a lot from her. She never brought it up. I never brought it up. I'm telling you, we done had some knockdown, drag outs, cussing on the phone, spitting and shit, calling each other. And then we don't talk a few days later. What's up, sis? I love you too. And it's never been public. Ever. Okay. Nikki Love called me last night because who also was talking to Nikki Love and getting readings from Nikki Love before she came from LA to Atlanta? Candy. And she called me. See, I wasn't going to say nothing. But you stupid motherfucking black bitches ain't finna come over here and say somebody did it again, somebody always did, because you don't know nothing, you don't have no discernment. I got plenty of discernment, bitch. I'll see things you don't know I fucking see, and I act like I don't. Like all these things I'm finna tell you, that this right here, what I'm telling you now, is not a surprise to me. Because I knew Candy was mental ill. And I knew, and I felt sorry for her because of the type of abuse she said she had, and her mother abusing and beating her and sending her to school beat up and scarred up and shit. I went through the same thing. So it will make you mentally ill. It will make you out of touch with reality and have no boundaries for your life. So as I'm healing and going through the same thing she going through, I'm really trying for the small amount of time that I have with her. And we had a temporary agreement. And people's like, she's your friend, that's your friend. I never told you she was my motherfucking friend. I ain't never said she was my friend, ever. You never heard that come out of my mouth. We good friends. This is my best friend. It was nothing like that. Because I had been talking to her a couple of years, and that was my problem too, because she's from LA and repping Crip and all that shit, I'm thinking she seemed harmless, like she would not physically hurt me. We talking on the phone. I knew about her problems before she got here. I knew all her relationships were a mess her whole life. Started with her mama, her husband she with, they got the 2 children with them. I knew all of that history, and it was my history. I just never been married. But I'm trying to talk her through it, and she been on the phone crying and in tears, and my heart really went out to her. So I already knew a lot of this shit before she got here. I just didn't know how it got more extreme. When she got here, so people saying, oh, this your friend, a friend, or did you get... No, ain't no friend backstab me. Yeah, what she did was backstabbing and treachery. I didn't know she was a compulsive liar. I believed everything she said until she lied on me. And she's going around with Nikki lying on me and said, I'm going to send you all the emails, because she CC'd all these people and forwarded. Like I told you, she kept threatening me, and she knew. She kept harassing me, and she knew people were watching, and she did it anyway. And I kept saying, please stay away from me, leave me alone. You're harassing me. Now I'm going to file a police report if you don't leave me alone. She knew everybody saw it, and she kept doing it anyway. So she tells Nikki Love last night, oh, she been talking about you too. Okay, well, she had told me Nikki Love was talking about me. So, and Nikki Love told her that she wanted her to do a reading to see was I doing spells on her, because somebody told her I was doing black magic spells. I said, I would never do that. Me and Nikki have fought for years, and we loved each other down, no matter, we might not speak. She never went out public on me. I never went out public on her. No matter what we say or how we feel, I would never fucking, that's one bitch I never fucking do that to. Never fucking ever do that. Well, she said you did. So I said, Nikki's spiritual enough to know if I did readings, if I did spells on her. I ain't never did that. And then I called her, I said, Nikki, why you tell Candy that I did that? She said, Candy's a motherfucker lie. And she from New York. So she had that thick accent she put on the through. She said, Candy, why you tell her that fucking lie? And she was like, Nikki, you did say it. Like she said, I said that she didn't say what she said to me, and she did. She said, I didn't say it. Why did you tell Alexis that I said? Because you did. She said, I didn't. I said someone else was working against me. And Alexis, I asked you to check it. Well, okay, Nikki, I probably misunderstood you. I'm sorry, Nikki. Gets off the phone when Nikki called me back. She did say that shit. That bitch said that shit. She did. I said, but she just asked you to your face on the phone, why did you say that? And she said she did not say I was doing magic. I said, and I have not done that. And even if I say I haven't done it, she knows she has different powerful readers and voodoo priests in Africa and all that to ask, did I fucking do the shit? I didn't do the shit. You told her you made a mistake. Then you get off the phone and call me back. You want us to pit against each other because you don't fuck with her no more. And you want to fuck with me. Now you're going to tell me she said that shit. She said that shit. She did. And I'm just like, so part of me believed it because she kept telling me that Nikki did the shit. So, you know what she does last night? She did call Nikki and say, I talk about her and I don't like her. To try to make Nikki attack me. I'm over here minding my own fucking business, trying to keep this shit to myself and just move the fuck on. Said I blocked her phone number. I said, she's a motherfucking lie. I don't block nobody. If I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. But I pick up in a run and block my number and shit and move. I said, I didn't do that. She's lying. She said, Alexa said she didn't block you. Call. She said, I want you to see. I'm going to call her now. I said, yeah, she could call. Just to prove to you that I didn't block her. I said, hello? Hi, Alexis. Hi. Like, ain't nothing happened. This bitch is crazy than a motherfucker, man. This bitch got a side. That's how she said it. I said, who is this? Candy. Click. Hung up. Nikki called me back. I said, did you hear that? She said, yeah. I said, I thought I blocked her. I'm not hiding from the bitch. She said, Candy, I thought you just told me Alexis blocked you. I didn't say that. I said I blocked her. I said, block me for what, Nikki? I don't call this bitch when I'm done. I'm done. We're done forever. I'm like Cardi. When we enemies forever, bitch. She's trying to tell you she's harassing me. She threatened me. I said, Nikki, this is what I'm going to do for you. Give me your email. And my assistant has them. I already told my assistant to find key points in there and put all my statements. She said, one thing I could say, you was right, Alexis. You're very brief. She has these long paragraphs. How can you do this to me? I knew you were going to cut me off. And I kept saying, you're a liar. You said what I said you said. I repeated it to you. You got quiet. You refused to answer. And I hung up and I told her Sunday, Christmas Day, don't contact me no more. It's over. I won't ask you to do no more errands for me. We're done. You continue to email me. You keep harassing. She said, Candy, Alexis sent me all of your emails and she sent me all of hers responding to you. And then Candy sent the same emails. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This fucker is crazy. This fuck ain't got, and I've been knowing it, but I kept it to myself. Because that would look like I'm two-faced. I tell people business. So I didn't tell all you, but I'm going to tell it now because what's she doing? God damn it, going around here slandering me. I want you to get a whole bunch of people and send all Alexis emails, what I said and what she said. And I want you to trash her. And because she did it to me, and I didn't trash her. I have witnesses. And then Nikki told her, I got your emails from Alexis and I got her responses. The emails you just sent me and her responses in here match what she gave me. She said, Candy, how could Alexis be harassing you when all the long responses and insulting her are from you? And the very first email did not come from Alexis, it came from you. And her responses are always 2 and 3 sentences, very brief. You're a liar. You said what I said you said. I repeated it to you. You refused to answer. You refused to expound on it. I will never, ever deal with you again. Please don't contact me anymore. I will never contact you. Now you are harassing me. If you do not stop, I will file a police report. She said, Alexis, I see you saying this. You're not the aggressor here or the harasser. She said, Candy, you are. Now, do you still want me to spread this email around? Because it clearly shows the aggressor is you. And and you sent the first email to her and you're showing a picture of you standing on her property. She said she also sent me the text messages from Sunday, Christmas Day, that is telling you to stay away from her. Don't contact her no more. She will not contact you. She don't want no more contact with you because you're a liar. She said it to you Sunday, December 25th, Christmas Day, 2022. Monday, December 26th, 2022, the day after Christmas, 24 hours after she tell you, do not come on her property, not contact her. You go on her property and take a goddamn selfie. Throw her stuff that you use that she can't use and nobody else can use. Use health, hair, skin, and body products, and you dump it on her porch. She's saying, what's the fuck is this with a gun and you cocking a fucking gun and texting Alexis pictures, cocking a goddamn gun and sitting in the car, cocking. All of a sudden, she didn't know you had it on you. Is that true? She didn't know I had. She said, what the fuck you pull it out on her? You cock it and say, ain't nobody finna fuck with you. Nobody finna fuck with me. I love to shoot a bitch and put it. Well, because of where she lived, I had to let the people around there know that they wouldn't finna fuck with me and do nothing to me. Nikki used to come over here 2007, 2008. We hang out and make fires and do spiritual camps and shit out in the yard. Nobody's ever robbed me. Nobody's ever broken my house. Nobody's ever broken my car. Nobody's ever jumped me. And then I'm trying to see that show you this fucker is crazy. Like I didn't want to fucking tell y'all this fucker crazy, goddammit, because we were sitting there in her white Kia, just me and her, and the people she said she had to show because of where I live and there I had to let them know I'm not to be fucked with. Wasn't nobody standing around the car but some goddammit air and trees and rocks and leaves and shit. We was the only two outside sitting in the goddamn car. So who the fuck is you pulling and cocking the gun for, letting them know that you is from LA and you's a form of blood and you is not to be fucked with? It's just air out there. Goddamn, that's air sitting outside. Yeah, Tracy, I didn't want to tell y'all that. Oh, it shocked me. I jumped, I looked, and my eyes bucked. I said, God damn, this bitch been coming over this whole time with these big old clothes and stuff on, and got like she got a jacket, a shirt on. I ain't know the bitch had a 45. The bitch could have easily shot me. And I'm like, somebody sent this bitch on me because this shit ain't fucking adding up. This was like a couple of months ago. She pulled it and was, ha ha, don't know, ain't nobody fucking with me. They click, click, ha ha, that. I'm looking, I said, what the fuck? See, I don't want to tell y'all that. While this stupid black bitch is coming up talking about, I don't know nothing and I don't have the time, man, fuck you, bitch. There's plenty of shit I fucking know that I didn't want to fucking say. And I'm like, I got to help this bitch because I know that kind of abuse like that. And she said her husband beat her up and abused her. Then I'm saying to her, look, our relationship is temporary. We were not buddies and friends. I needed someone because I could not walk. I couldn't get outside. I couldn't drive nowhere. I needed somebody that I felt I could trust. Thought it would be better as a female, even though I knew she had issues. I said, well, we'll work through them together because I know how you feel. And I would start crying. I'm like, Ken, don't do it. You know, I'm like, I know how you feel. And I would be crying with her and she'd be crying. I be trying to talk to her every day, but sometimes she don't want to talk to me. Like, I can't control my mind. Somebody controlling my mind. Something controlling my mind. My husband left me for a white woman and she put roots on me. They got my mind. And then I be like, Ken, don't. And then I'm like, Ken, it's going to be okay. And then I'll cook and I'll be like, Ken, come over here. And we're going to laugh and talk. We're going to eat, girl. We're going to do some funny shit in the car. Come, you can stay over here. Don't crack. I don't want you to do nothing yourself. Come over here, Candy. And that's why I would be in the car, like, trying to crack jokes and shit because we be done just get off the phone and she crying, telling me she can't control her head and she don't know what she gonna do, and that's why she don't be around her children. She don't want to hurt her children, and I know how that feels. I done been there and shit, and I ain't tell nobody about that shit. I just told my doctor friend that went to Spelman, and she was like, we got to get her some therapy and treatment. She's like, tell her to call over there because they have different programs for students, and that's part of their intern. They'll stay with children. They'll cook for children. They won't charge that much, and she can have free time. She go to therapy. I said, Candy, we got to take you to a psychiatrist. Even though you doing stuff for me and it's temporary, I'm just getting you to do this and I'll pay you and compensate you, and then I'm not gonna need you to hang up in them. I don't let people hang up on me. Well, I want to be your friend, and why you gonna do me like that? And why you just gonna cut me off? I knew you was gonna do this. Everybody's gonna do this. I read it, so you're gonna do it. I said, but Candy, this is temporary. But I'm just not gonna leave you hanging. Come on, Candy, we got to get some. You got to go in therapy, and them children. We need to get them children in an after school program where they pick them up and get somebody else to sit in your house. Because she said her mama won't even let her use all the food. Her mama get food stamp. Her mama won't even let her cook the meat. Won't even let her use no food and hold her food back. And then she got to pay all these bills and stuff and try to scrape up food and can't feed her children. And that's why I said, I'll do it. I'll feed them they part. You just get yours. So you got to get some stamp. You got to get some Medicaid. But we got to get you to a psychiatrist. Because they'll go by your income. I don't want to just stop talking to you when you finish doing everything for me and you just by yourself. I wouldn't do that to you. Come on, come over here. Let's hang out. Come on, let's. And I try to love on her and feed her and try to make her laugh. Come on. I know how you feel. Try to cheer her up. And then you see, I said, let's put it on video. Let's talk to everybody. Let's laugh and shit. That's why we was on the fucking video. Because I'm trying to help her get her mind off, and I'm trying to show her how to heal us. I'm working on healing and setting boundaries. I'm dealing with my fucking pain. And I'm just like, Candy, come on, I will help you. I go with you. You can't just back away from me and be in that house like that because I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt your kids. She said her mama cussed her out and talked to her like a dog. I even hear her little children screaming, talking to her like she ain't shit. I said, your little children talk to you like they're your friend. That ain't right, mommy. And mommy, what did I say? And shut up and that. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just hear? Your child 7 and 1 8 talking to you like that. And then I was talking to her like last Saturday. And I said, girl, something I was talking to her about. And I'm like, no, you got to change the way you handle your children. And you got to get them in a program so they can get therapy. And then you can go get therapy. And then y'all need to have a group therapy because She said her daddy taught them how to cuss her out. And they, even in California, when I was on the phone, they would cuss her out while she talking. Would not cuss like profanity, but like scream at her. I said this and I said that. And what did I say, mommy? And get off the phone. And I was like, how old is this little boy? I mean, this little boy. Oh, he said, I'm not. I said, did they talking to you like that? And I said, it wouldn't be me because I will stomp that. Look, I said, oh, my son, no, not to pull no shit out. That little, and telling you what he is and ain't gonna do, and I'm not eating this, and I'm not eating that, and I'm not sitting down and, mommy, what did I talking like that? I thought the fuck. I said, you need to get yourself in. I said, something wrong with you. And they doing it down here. They on the phone doing it down here. So every time she get on the phone with me, but mommy do this, mommy do that. I said, don't you like, can you teach your children some home training? You're a grown person, not talking to a grown person. Make them sit down while you on the phone. They're not your friends. They're your children. And they tell you when to get in and off the phone and shit. And I said, why is that child screaming to the top of his lungs like that, like a girl? Because you not doing what he said, get off the phone. Just shit like that. I said, they ill, you ill, goddammit. You need to separate from your children and put them in therapy and put them after school, and you go to treatment. I said, Candy, they doing this because of the way you're fucking responding. And I said, I forgot what I was talking about, but I was talking to her. I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said, don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. I ain't finna do that shit. And her son said, oh, mommy, is she cursing? I said, wait a minute, what the fuck did I just hear him say? Because I thought I was talking to an adult on the phone. So you got your child laying up under you and you're on the phone talking to a grown person? And he heard what the fuck I said, repeat. What it got to do with him? A 7-year-old and a grown person. I said, why you think you're cheering your friends? Because they clearly think that you're theirs. And I don't have no respect for this. I said, get your son out my motherfucking mouth, man, because I don't talk to grown people. They got their cheering, that little 6 and 7. I say, don't tell them what he hear you say. And when he going back telling your mama, then your mama talk to you like you ain't shit. Like she claimed her mama talked to her whole fucking life and left her on dope sucking dicks in and out the motherfucking house. Her mama was a whore. Now the mama supposed to be a goddamn Jehovah Witness. And now you are used to a old woe-eyed goddamn it prostitute that done sold your ass, they done broke your ass down and they gone. Now you want to pick up religion and shit. See, and I'm like, you got your mama in your house talking to you any kind of way. Her mama teach her 2 little children to talk to her, then her mama sit there and laugh when her little children do her like that. And I said, you is a motherfucking fool. I said, Candy, you need to structure your life and set boundaries and get therapy. You get helpers. Because I know how to go to them when I need them. And I have close friends that are psychiatrists. So I told my doctor friend what was going on. She said, oh, no. She said, Alexis, you help her and you give her treatment and you need to back away. Because Candy wouldn't do what we were telling her to do. She didn't, right now, she do not have a psychiatrist. She do not have a psychologist. She do not have a psychologist for her children. Her mother's still there. She haven't set up the structure that I'm just trying to love on her for the temporary period that I got her doing the things I need. I'm not a one-sided person. She did not do nothing that I told her to do. To be able to gain her power back, set boundaries. Her husband cuss her out. And then, Nipsey telling me, you got to watch her and back up from her. Because he stopped telling me about a month ago, stop telling me to feed her children. And then she said she had somebody to feed them. Then the next day you don't. Then somebody giving you food, but then they're not giving you enough. And he said, back up, because she will turn on you. And then she go around here and fuck men and women. He said, you can get her in the bed and you can get her to eat your pussy and eat hers right now, like today. I said, Nipsey, don't say. Now you going to tell me to help her? He said, yeah, I'm telling you to help her with caution. And get her to do what you ask her to do, back the fuck away. He said, because this will end up being a nasty love triangle. She suck dicks and eat pussy and eat yours and lay up there and let you lay in her ass and lay in your ass like y'all buddies and girlfriends fucking and sucking each other ass out with cum all in your teeth, and then go and fuck a nigga and then don't feed her kids and get them some junk food, but then she'll go over there and dance and pop her ass with a nigga and suck out some. I said, Nipsey, you know what? You didn't have to say. So then my friend, that's a doctor, is also a goddamn psychic and a reader. She calls me. You know what? Nipsey was right. got a crush on you and go both ways, and her husband don't like you and sense that either y'all fuck. I said, now you know I would not lie to you. That's a goddamn lie. He said either y'all fucking or like her or want to fucking something going on because you out at Lex's house this and that. I said, do your husband know me, Ken? Yeah, he know who you are. I said, you go both ways because my doctor, and I'm trying to tell you that you need to go over there where she went to Spelman. They have a lot of programs over there and get help or get an intern to come stay in the house and on charge and go to therapy. Said that you go both ways and you undercover. Got a crush. Well, yeah, and I do. I said, damn, Nipsey said that. He said, yeah, anything you want to do, she come over there and open her ass and whatever and clean up the house and do whatever you want to do. Y'all sit there and let. I said, Nipsey, you know that that's a goddamn no. Because she said, then she'll turn on you. She didn't tell y'all that. That you said I don't have discernment. I don't fucking know. I knew it. She gave me that Selena type of vibe, but Yolanda. You don't want to be with me no more. You don't want to love me. You fucking these other men. You got these other women around. You want to call it quits and then cock that damn gun with that different paintball shit on it and shoot me and then tell the police, oh, it was self-defense. She lunged at me, so I had to shoot her, save myself, or it was a misunderstanding, or it went off, some shit like that. See, I knew that shit in my mind, but I kept it to myself. I told the people around me, she said, yeah, my doctor friend, you need to give her them resources. She called me, did Candy go over there to Morehouse? Did she call Spelman? Did she check into the program? Did she go to the doctor? I said, if she went, you went, goddammit. And you is the motherfucking doctor. We've been asking her this and waiting for it for months. Oh, yeah, I got somebody. Then she told me a few days ago, yeah, I found the after school program. My husband going to pay for it. And he going to send the money from LA and they going to get in the program. I ain't heard nothing else about it, but basically I don't fuck with her at this point. And I'm thinking, I said, and when she saw that, she said, girl, she said the same thing Nipsey told me and what I knew. That's why what y'all didn't know was this was not a friendship. This was a temporary agreement for her to do some things for me that I couldn't do, and I couldn't lift and couldn't walk, and dealing with swollen feet, swollen legs, and a lot of stress. And I would pay her to do it, as well as give her the incentive. You want to try the food for me? You want to let people know because nobody tried it besides me. You want to let people know if they want to get it, what it tastes like, do samples for me, and I'll pay you the gas and time to go drop a couple. She dropped like 4 chairs off, got them fixed for me. And went to the post office like 2 times for me. I didn't ask for no more. I always paid her for what she spent for my shipping and the postage, because I was going to get her to mail a couple of products for me from people that's been waiting. Then I said, no, I don't, because I don't want her throwing in my face. And for some reason, she seemed sneaky to me. Like she would copy the address and try to go behind my back or something whenever she doing something in business. I felt like she was trying to steal from me as well. Either from me or you get mad, you'll tell someone else that's my enemy. If my ops didn't send you over here. Because we're seeing that in readings too. You know somebody that don't like me that's in that industry. I ain't gonna call no name, bitch. But we know about you. So I always had that in my mind. So I'm never let her walk through my house or lay around in here. And never again, like I said yesterday, somebody told another goddamn lie. Yeah, and stole your recipe. Nobody wants you to get an influence. I don't need a fucking influence. I'm not going to spend no $400-$500 for somebody to eat out of one plate for me. I'll deal with this on my own. Ain't nobody stole my recipes. She didn't steal my recipes. Anybody can make a cake, a steak, or anything I made in this house. You just use your own flavor, your own ingredients, the way you do it, how you fucking do it. But to make it exactly like I do, and I gave ingredients, you're a goddamn lie. You know what the fuck you talking about. Ain't nobody stole no ingredients from me. Ain't nobody stole no recipes from me. Ain't nobody stole no chair designs. First of all, she don't know. I designed my chairs. I designed my pillows. The new thrones you see, those are mine. She don't know nothing about that. She didn't steal nothing from me in my motherfucking house. All my designs and the way I draw them out, first of all, the first place, she could never steal them unless I'm a crackhead or a stupid bitch because they're in my head. Second of all, what you see in here, you haven't seen anybody else do. Which shows you I didn't steal it from anybody else in the way I design my shit and reposted my shit. But the bitch did try. Because it was like, oh, I just don't feel like cooking. I'm so stressed and I'm depressed. I want you to cook 10 chicken wings, 10 drumsticks, because I give it to my mother. I said, your mama got food in that house that she won't even share with you, but you're going to take my food from me and give it to her. And you said your mama's a dirty bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's why you asked for so much. You've been giving my food to your mother. I'm like, that's stupid as fuck. And so you using me, but your mama in the house using you. So I said, Nipsey, I don't give a fuck what you said at this point. I'm not giving the bitch a whole basket full of house full of food no more, because she just sit up and fucking told me your mama that has fucked you over your whole life, cussed you out in your own house, won't help you pay rent, make you struggle, got food, won't even share the food with you, told you can't touch it, and she ain't cooking for your boys every day. And that's the reason why you had her there. Then changed her mind. I'm not cooking for them every day. Why don't you cook for your own children? That's your motherfucking job. I'm not your motherfucking slave. Don't do that. You take my food out of my house. Oh, I gave some to my mom. And I said, why would you do that? That was for your 2 little boys. I wonder who else the fuck you gave it to. They didn't want it. And now I don't believe that. Because I heard, like I said, I heard them. And I know she's I know she's a liar now. I'm so depressed. Oh, they're going to bed hungry because they won't eat nothing I fix. I said, well, why do they eat the pizza, hamburger, hot dogs? They like processed food and sugar and drink the juices. They don't go to bed empty on those nights and taco night and nacho night. But when I bring fresh cooked food, I'm so frustrated. I say I'm 8 years old to get their ass whooped fucking with me and go to bed hungry. How some that little gonna tell you what the fuck to do? They barely know they're in the goddamn world. I don't know. I just don't know. And I said, but you ate it though, didn't you? All of it. And now you telling me you split with your mama. I want 10 chicken wings. 10 drumsticks. You see, Trees, why I cut it off scroll like that? You know what I'm saying? And then Nipsey telling me this stuff, and I'm asking her, is you bisexual? You go late with men and women? Yeah. And he said, she nasty like that. She do. Lord forgive me. He said, she do anything. She'll lay in there. If you ask her to get stripped or you kiss her right now, she go open her ass and bust it wide open for you and another nigga. He said, she sleeps around. She easy. That's why her husband did her like he did. I said, oh, before I get into that, I want 10 drumsticks. Like this bitch here, motherfucking call her IHOP somewhere. I want 5 of them smothered with gravy and rice and jambalaya rice with sausage. I want the other 5 barbecued with sweet honey barbecue sauce. So I want a whole tray of macaroni and cheese. I want about 10 biscuits. And I want about 10 honey butter piece of cornbread. And I want the sauteed portobello. Yeah. And this the kicker. And I want the recipe to everything you cook. And I said, Candy, you're not getting 10 drumsticks. And you're not getting the recipe to all my damn food. And I want cake, I want lemon, and I want some chocolate, and I want the recipe. I said, that will never happen to you. Not coming from me. I said, you sound. Then I caught myself. I said, what the fuck? I said, Nipsey, why are you telling me? You're telling me 2 things. You're telling me to help her, and then you're telling me don't trust her and to do it temporarily and back, get her to do for you. Y'all, you help her and you let her help you with your stuff and back the fuck off. He said, because this is going to be a problem getting away from her, and she will get violent to you. And then say, you abandoned her, you cut her off, this, that. And that's what she was saying in the email. I knew you were going to cut me off. My reading told me you're going to cut me off. You're just like everybody. You're going to cut me off. I said, and I'm like, but you knew that this was not a friendship. Like, you knew we had an agreement. And I would be very good to you during the agreement. You're good to me. I'm going to be very good to you. It's going to be worth your while. And then that's it. You won't come over here. We won't hang out. That's not what this is. And you're not a good candidate for a student because you're lazy and you make up shit. You make up excuses to do this, do that. You won't go to your therapy. You won't get a psychiatrist. You didn't put the children in the after school program like I told you. You didn't go to therapy with your kids and separately as an adult because your children disrespect you. They off the motherfucker chain. They just are that way. I said, tell me this. Because I was waiting for him to goddamn it cuss me out. And I said, what the fuck he doing in my business? That child got quiet as a church mouse. I said, he do that shit that you don't have no fucking respect for you. because you're too close to your children. Like I used to be too close to my child. You have to set boundaries. Sometimes when you fucked up in the head and when you abused and you never had a good mom and father, you don't have boundaries. You don't know. And my child was up under me all the time to the point that child didn't have no friends. I didn't have no adult friends. And it was hard for my child to go to school, to put him in kindergarten. And when I dated, my child would have fits. Because there's a grown man around and it's always me and you. It's not good. But I had to do that at the time because I had nobody that I trust to take care of my child. And my family wasn't taking care of him. And I didn't want nobody to rape or molest him like what happened to me. I was by myself with no resources and nothing. So, but I had to start gradually teaching it because it was up to 12 years old when I started dating my ex, whose house this used to be. I hadn't had a man. I never lived with a man. I was never married. That's the only one he would see in the house or sometimes hanging out or staying late. When up until he was 12, the dynamic was very hard because it was all he knew was me. And he said, you're trying to get rid of me. You'll choose a man over me. I said, are you fucking crazy? Sometimes the relationship with mothers and sons gets a little mixed up. When you don't have a daddy, and I wasn't finna have niggas running in and out. It was just me and him that gets mixed up. They don't understand. Because you're all they know. They all you know. You seem to understand you are their mother, but you're not their woman. And you are an adult. And you're supposed to be with men and have friends your age. And he didn't have friends his age because I kept him up under me. I didn't want him hurt. So I saw her doing what I did. But then she had a husband. So I take that back. It's not exactly the same. She got with him before she got pregnant. So she had a husband and a man. I never had one, but I still saw. But basically, she said that she would argue with her husband, and then they cared more for their father. And so the father would teach them how to insult and degrade, because I could tell they were too good at it. An adult taught them how to do it. They would talk to her like their daddy talked to her. And the daddy would get off on it. And the daddy wouldn't check them. And while she's here, she'd let them do it. And I heard them do it. I didn't like that. And I said, you couldn't be a good student of mine because we're both going through the same thing. We're growing and healing. But I work on mine. My son knows, even to this day, even though he's gotten disrespectful, and since he's been grown and said slick shit to me, then I have to go back. I said, let me tell you something, you little motherfucker. Now, I love you, and you know I love you more than anybody. But I will stop speaking to your motherfucking ass. If you ever do that again, if you ever talk to me that way again, just because you grown, don't mean you grown over me, little motherfucker, because I'm your mother. And you still ask me for money. Now you got one more time to pull that shit, and I will totally disown your goddamn. One more time, you little yellow, cross-eyed, damn cat-eyed, tiger-eyed motherfucker. One more time. Let me get off the phone. Take your ass on. Because you're talking like a goddamn it woman. You know I didn't raise you like that. You talk to me like a man. I understand you under stress and that whatever, but don't talk to me like a goddamn woman. You talk to me like a fucking man. Now you say some shit I don't like one more time, and I'm going to tell that prison, and I'm going to call everybody else, and I'm going to take my name off of all of your things. So you cannot reach me. Fuck with it. Because now you think you're grown, you can say shit you know you got knock you down for when you was little. Or kick you in your damn ass crack. You know, you see, now you feeling something in you? Didn't he call me last week, Mama? You know, I'm sorry. I apologize. I should. Yeah. I'll think about it. Click. I don't care if I'm paying for the car. Click. Because don't talk, you acting like a girl. All the emotion and shit and tension, you better deal with your tension in there. Because you didn't listen to me, that's why you're there. But that little shit there you doing, yeah. But see, she lets this shit go on. So I know what it's like. Not when he was little, that never happened. You know that if you do that, you will not say the tooth fairy visit you while your teeth missing. Alexis fairy visit your fucking ass. See, we don't. So I'm hearing this and I'm saying you're not a good candidate. Because my heart was so hurt for her because I have the same pain. It was just like when the last time you saw us in that car. And that's when I told her to come over here because she was on the phone crying. And I had the same memory. And she didn't know I had the same memory. And my friend that's a doctor has the same memory. It's amazing that all three of us had the same thing happen to us by our mothers. If she's telling the truth. Because see, now I kind of wonder about a lot of shit Candy say. Some of it, a lot of it's true. I see some of that shit is lies. Because then she admitted to me, Nipsey said that you go both ways. You don't feed your children. You give them junk food and make them get out your face just to shut the fuck up because you don't want to be bothered with them because you're going with shit missing their daddy. And she said she was missing their daddy and going through changes by him and that you fucks men and women's, goddamn it, that you fucked around on your damn hub. You a hoe. You know, he be calling me a hoe now and cussing me out. That's not brought out. I said, is you a hoe? Because I didn't want to say nothing. I said, but Nipsey said, you got a little wild side that you like puss and suck dick. You just busted open. And they ain't got to give you no damn sandwich or no damn zesty burger or blizzard cup or ice cream and M&M or nothing. Goddamn, I said, you know, I ain't want to say nothing, but hey, Big Mar, peace and power. I said, yeah, Christina, see, man, I was never going to tell y'all that, man. I was never going to tell y'all that about that man had said that. I just said to my friend. Man had said that about that lady. Yeah, my husband, right, I was fucking different men's and I done been with women, you know. And I said, I mean, your energy is very beautiful. It's very calming and soothing. So I see why men probably got some good pussy because it's certain women that just have a good pussy vibe on them because of their energy. When they be sweet and polite to you and they just have a confident energy, usually a woman like that got some good pussy. So they can't help it. And she tell me, yes, I do. Then start dancing and throwing her ass. I said, you see what I'm saying? See that right there, Candy. It's what I don't like. That right there. So your husband beat your ass or attempted to beat your ass or start fucking around on you. So he didn't do it first. You was fucking different men's. And then Nikki told me, she told her that, yeah, I did. It was me. It wasn't him fucking a white woman first. I was fucking different men and fucking women. I said, Nipsey, you know what? You messy than a motherfucker. I mean, you're going to tell me to help this lady and tell me this lady pussy sucked dick and that. She fucked around on her husband. She tell lie and want to try to jump on me. And so I got to get in and out real quick. He said, I'm worried about the children. Just get in and out real quick and help her get resources. And then I want you to back up. Until he said it, but I told her, look, this temporary on pay. Look, she started. Christina. Christina, that's what I'm going to do, man. We're going to all do that. When somebody said we got some good pussy, we're going to start twerking. We're going to start twerking. We're going to start bounce. We're going to start bouncing it, goddammit. When somebody say that, or we just might be feeling ourselves, goddammit. You get to think about how good your pussy is, goddammit, and how you got that whip appeal, you got that B juicy, got them crazy. Just take a break from work, goddammit. Get up. Say, I'll be back. I'm going to give me some coffee. Just start bounce. Just bounce in front of the window, bounce to the air, bounce in the sky, goddammit. Let the sun hit. Just stop in the car, the red light, just bounce it. Just start twerking. Just start throwing it. Throw that peak. Throw that peak. I've been looking at you for a while. You got a big brown ass and a pretty smile. See, you got the show. Yeah, throw that dick. Throw that. Yeah, just start that hunching. You know you got some good dick. You know you got some sweet dick and you a sweet nigga and be good to bitches and help featuring and shit and pay bills and shit. Throw that dick. And then you got some sweet good dick on top of it. Some of that still pretty. Throw it. Just start whining. Whine that. Yeah, exercise your hips. Throw from side to side and throw that dick. So I told my son, I said, you got to learn how to dance and do salsa or something because you got to move your hips, know how to throw your dick real good. For them women to respect your motherfucking goddamn it sheet game, goddamn it. And them sheep. I'm not for Christian. You done made my day. I really didn't want to come on here and say this shit to explain to y'all what I do know, and I was not tricked. And I was not deceived. And you need discernment. Bitch, I don't need shit. What I do need is that, like I said, I'm in a process of healing. We have a lot of things in common. And I'm trying to, since I'm from Atlanta, I know Atlanta, I know the resources. I don't want to just have you doing things for me and you're telling me you can't control your brain. You can't control your mind. It's like somebody else got your mind. You can't control your thoughts. And I'm saying, Candy, you know what? It's okay. If you might need to get a little medication or something, if you can't do the spiritual work, you can't do the meditations, she said her mind won't stay stable. I'm trying to help send her to places I know will go by your income or maybe not charge you at all, like support group support centers to help you get the knowledge you need to learn skills, different tools and skills to work through it when these things happen to you, or when you feel like you're having a meltdown, or when you feel like you can't control your brain and you push your children away and you give them a sandwich or something to get out the room. I know what that feels like. I'm trying to give them to her, but at the same time, she's not taking them. I'm trying to do that before I leave because I don't want you to feel like, oh, she just come up here and it's her. And now she wanted, and she know I'm sick and I'm depressed. I'm dealing with this. She just left me hanging. That's not how I am. That's why you see me trying to make fun and laugh and stuff. And like, come on, I made us some food. Let's eat. Let's laugh. Let's just hang out. It's gonna be a real talk about it in person. We either talk about it, and I was even talking to her about having a series going into the year where we talk. And I said, you don't have to talk about all your issues. I don't mind telling mine in public, but I know they're the same. You don't have to chime in or say me too if you don't want to. We can eat, and I'm gonna start sharing some things that happened to me because I feel that having love, having food, having laughter helps you when you hurting and when you healing, especially somebody that's just like you. That's what I was doing. I don't know, spiritual stoners. You're probably right, baby. But I don't think she went. She wanted to hang up under me. But I'm like, I didn't get like this just with time. I choose not to be a dirty person. I choose not to use people. I choose not to trick niggas out of money. I choose not to be a prostitute. I choose to take the high road on a lot of stuff. Even though I've been through the same stuff she went through, a lot of stuff, I still choose not to be a bad person. And that takes a lot of work because you get angry and you get enraged and people treat you like you're dirt and you're nothing. It's very easy to be that type of person. I say, fuck it, I'm going to do everything to everybody that they did to me. And I didn't want to do that. But I agree with you all. It is dangerous what I did. Because now you know that I did know. And you know what I do know. That I was never going to tell. And I kept looking, I said, wait a minute, bitch, y'all not going to keep coming over and insulting me, telling me you need more discernment, you know this and that. Bitch, I do. But I knew it was going to be short term. And when I started sensing that she was kind of turning there, getting too attached to me, and then saying, you're going to leave. You're going to leave. I know you're going to leave. I said, but I already told you that this is not for that. It's not a buddy thing. I'm doing for you. You're doing something. I really need your help right now to get my house together. And now it's mine. I need to clean this stuff out and move this stuff out of here and get my life stable. And that's what I'm doing. And I'll show you how to do it. But I don't need you with me all day because you don't want to listen. You don't want to do the work. And I'm like, Candy, something's off with your goddamn mind. You sitting here telling me it's off. And you keep, I can't really have you around me because you go, your mind go back and forth, click the light on, the light go goddamn it off. Nip telling me that your ass is throwed off. And you are throw off hole that suck, dick, eat cat and all that shit. And around here doing reckless shit, your money and slick getting high. See, I didn't even tell her that part. It said she owns something. She owns something, and then that's making your mind even worse. If you're gonna be on something, you need to take psych meds. I'm telling Candy, you. Oh, they're not there drawing guns on the air. Ain't nobody out there. They gonna know not to fuck with me and fuck with you and grin their teeth. What you said, Tanisha? They got to understand that you a tribe vet out here. Your name, who? Wait, don't nobody bother me. I mean, but I know that's been my problem in the past. Really trying to like be there and help people, and I be knowing something wrong with them, and they be telling me something wrong with them, and then Nip is telling me in and out, in and out. This fucking crazy, but feed the baby. So I'm worried about the baby. She don't take care of the baby. Now, I'm not saying she beat them. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like in other ways she neglect them and she don't cook for them. And because they talk very well. That's one thing I will say. The children talk very well. I said, I like the way they talk. I said, but then y'all from California talk like that anyway. I said, they sound like they got sense, but then it's just like she ignores them. And she played with them like she about their age. And I said, Candy, you're not 7 years old. And they talk to you and scream. The little child screams real high to the top of his lungs at her. And I said, Candy, you must control your household. Well, it's not me, it's them. I said, Candy, they came out of your ass. And for them to be that young and talking to you like that, that's because they know they can do that to you because you're giving a signal off and you're wounded. You have no boundaries. And your mother, her fat ass mama, was sitting back there listening to them boys do that girl like that. And then when she tried to chastise, but just spank her, I said, Candy, just hit them on the butt. Don't hit them nowhere else. Talking about she gonna call defects on her. I said, you're not doing that illegal. You tapped him on the butt. What are you hitting him for? What? She said, you just heard him scream at me and talk to me. The mama think it's funny if what she said to me is true. Because I hear them doing it. This is not what she told me. It would make me so angry. I hear them doing her like that. And she just sit there quiet. And I said, Candy, why are you sitting there quiet? And that child just walked up on you on the phone real close. I said, I'm not lying. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I don't want to tell y'all. Do you hear me, mommy? Do you hear me? I said, he needs some mental health medical psychiatrist too, goddammit. I said, oh, that makes me mad, baby. I said, if you don't check that, let me get off the phone with you, because if that was mine, baby, oh, wait. Oh, wait. And they that little, I said, if they that little, he gonna be whooping your ass by the time he turns 7 and you give him his birthday cake. Stomping, walking down in your motherfucking rectum the way they doing this now. And I hated it. And she would let me hear him. I said, she would never talk to me. I said, you better get some straightening on them and some act right. I said, they do it to everybody. I said, you're a goddamn liar, because they wouldn't be going to school every day. I said, so when they go to school, do they talk to their teacher like that? No. Do they talk to the principal like that? No. Do they talk to the bus driver like that? No. Any other children? I said, because they've been got their ass mollywop down here. By them country little children down here. But then again, you got a lot of them from LA, New York, and all other places. They would have got their ass beat. As you can tell, they're real immature and whiny. I said, so for them to talk to you like that, you have no control of your household. You have no control of your ass. And you have no control of your children, because they came out of you. So they're vibing off of you. They know what you can and cannot do. They know what you will and will not let them do. It's not me. I said, it is you. Just like it was me when my child would do shit and go out and play, and I know where he was and come back late, and then I had to step down in his rectum. God damn it. Because if something happens to you, the police are going to blame me, because they're going to say I was responsible. Even if you run out of this house and go to your friend's house and you go behind my back, I don't know where the fuck you at. And if I allow that to go on, then that means that they're not going to care if I say, well, I was in the bathroom, he unlocked it himself. He come back raped, he come back dead. They're going to look at me. So I was obligated to step down in his ass with my tennis shoes on and tied up, because if I didn't, then I would have had legal problems if something happened to that child. I said, I had to catch mine, not with the mouth, but you want to run out in the street. And he says it, and I tell him now, he just laughs, he remembers. I said, this is what I didn't like about you. And his girlfriends to this day, I'm not lying. Every time my son gets a girlfriend, he never gets a girlfriend that looks like his mother. I said, you never liked me. You never wanted me to be a mother. You like all the ghetto bitches. You like my mama that got you on the molly. They got you on the powder. You like my half sister. You drinking liquor at 7. They got you over there with some slit small liquor bull. You got them drinking you some Coke 45, eating pork chop, all the shit that I didn't like. Them type bitches, you like street bitches, don't you? You never like me. Because and I only had one child. He runs off. I don't know where he at. He ain't in the yard. Let the sun go down. A fat black bitch with some house shoes, leaning over with the heel out, heel dragging the back of the motherfucking house shoe, scrubbing the motherfucking pavement, scrubbing the asphalt, dirty, with some thick skin on it. Big long titties, 2-3 stomachs, with 6 or 7 children walking behind her. I wonder what the fuck is this? He the lightest thing in the bunch. He's walking and he's looking like, uh-oh, she gonna beat me. Please tell her don't beat my ass. It's 7 He with baby, this child will go find a woman that got a whole bunch of children. So they got video games, they got a whole bunch of toys, they got a whole bunch of food stuff. So she done filled the house up with Cheetos, grape drink, goddamn it, Czech cola, strawberry cream cola, hamburgers, hot dog. They barbecuing on the grill, goddamn it, pork chop, hamburger, hot dogs and shit. They over there partying, shaking their ass, throwing their ass, getting drunk. He like that. And she comes back. She said, and she looked like, I guess, big and tiny. She looked like big and small, but I would call her tiny because she fat, but she tall like that with a real big old boy, almost 6 feet tall, fat as hell, about 300 pounds, everything long, titty big. I know she know how to cook because this motherfucker big like that. Legs big, calves big, ass big, stomach big, by 3 stomach, by 2 sets of titties. Yeah, Christy. He like to throw his dick. You see what I'm saying? With a ghetto messy black bitch. He like black bitches like that. That's what he gonna find. They're gonna be dark skinned with a big old booty. Semi-ugly, goddammit, but do anything he said with some finger waves and shit. He like it, Mikey. He like it. He said, they never gonna look like me. It's always the other side, goddammit. And they do anything he say. Please don't whoop him. Don't whoop him. Don't be mad at him now. He'd like to come play with my kids, and I done cook for him and fed him. He don't play game. All you got to do now is just take his clothes off, put his night clothes on, and put him in the bed because I done took care of him. And I'm looking at him, gritting my teeth. And he won't look at me. Hey, Mom, they're going to ease by me, walk past me with his ass tight, his ass close together. I'm like, you know I want to do something to you, don't you? Because if you would have got hurt, I would have got blamed if something happened to you. And then as he got older, I said, why do you do this? And he said, Mama, hey, Shayna, Mama, I get so lonely because I'm the only child and you don't have no brothers for me. You don't have no sisters for me. I don't have no children to play with. So I go where they got all the children and the food and the games and stuff. I could play with some children. And I said, baby, let me explain something to you. Your father didn't marry us and he left. And I have to take care of you by myself the best I can. I cannot. It was so depressing to me, being in projects and boarded up buildings, and I see the women kept repeating the cycle. You got a baby in your stomach. You got a 3-4-year-old on your hand, and you got another one in your stroller. 3 generations of them, and they just keep multiplying them, and you fucking these guys, and you keep fucking the wrong guy. They have nothing to give you but some dick and love. And I'm to the point in my life, again, I would never marry just for love. We weren't taught that. We were taught to marry because you like someone, and if it happens, it happens. You get with them, you have a baby. No formula. That's why Jews rule the world and have so much money, because there's a formula, and that's why Africans do, because there's a system. I've met African men that lived in mansions in Africa, and they daddy maybe had 10 wives, and all the children lived in the mansion, but there was a structure for that, and all of them had wealth and security. Doing this the way I saw this in Atlanta in the projects, you will have nothing. You will fuck yourself into poverty. Generations of poverty with no generational wealth doing that. And I'm trying to explain. I said, baby, I can't do that. I didn't know you were lonely, but now that I know, I can't go out here and just fuck some guy and I hated women having, you can't always control it. But this is your daddy, and that's your daddy, and that's your daddy. You got 3 children by different men, and they all look different, act different, talk different. They don't vibe together. They don't get along. And then one daddy come over there and get him a birthday present, and then twist his mouth up at the other children that ain't his. And then the other children feel like outsiders, and they're crying and they're depressed to their mama because one of them in chain gang, or one of them just don't give a fuck, or one of them's dead, and one of them don't come around. And they all individually see their children, or some get seen and some don't. All these different men. I hated that, and I swore I would never do that. And that's why I just had one child. I never liked it. And then how older people in the hood, they won't say it to their face, but they always talk about it. And men always talk about it. They'll screw you. But a lot of times men subliminally look at you as trash. You got all these different, now some men will take you in. I'm not saying that they don't. But I grew up hearing that. This man and that one, she lay with this one and lay with that one. That's your DNA proof she a hoe. All these different children, all of them got different DNA strains. As you know, had them all on our ass. Now, see, I was like, baby, I'm sorry you're lonely, but mommy can't do it. And I would never get out of debt unless I had sense enough to have a baby by somebody else, where it was more the man wanted to offer security, wanted the child together, wanted to be a family, and would accept you. If not, it's not going to happen. But anyway, I've shared my little stories, and I came to rectify that shit. Because, bitch, don't come on my motherfucking page and disrespect me for something you don't motherfucking know. What you said, Amma, you said her daughter was so disrespectful when it started when she was young. The only person she respected was the grandma, because grandma would beat her ass. You see what I'm saying, Amma? What's a beautiful name, Amma? I hope I'm pronouncing it wrong. Oh, so now I'm saying something's wrong with dark skin. You know what? I don't have time for this. What I described was a true scenario. Now I'm a colorist, and I'm just telling the truth about something that happens in my life. And I made it very clear my son never dates nobody like me. So now I'm a colorist because my son doesn't date anybody that looks like me. I'm just making the observation. You know what? Get the fuck out of my chat, man. I ain't got time for this shit. Get your ass the fuck out of my chat. Did you all hear me say anything like that? Did I say that? I just pointed out a difference. And what I said, he never got nobody looking like me. And that color, and I said the big fat black, because that's what she looked like. That was comfort for him. That's what I said. And my grandmother was built the same way, but she wasn't very dark skinned. So because I'm telling a true story and the observations I met based on the differences that my son would pick, nothing looked like me and everything looked like something in somebody else. Now I'm a colorist. And this is a true story. And he still does it to this day. But I said something wrong with dark skin. Please get away from me, okay? Get out of my chat. Get out of my chat, because I never said that. I just said what happened in my life, and these are true experiences. He will even tell you. And he just giggles about it. Get out of my chat. That's not what I said. I told a true story. And a lot of times people will get somebody that don't look like their mama, but people that say they love their mama, a lot of times the son will get somebody that look just like his mama. And he doesn't do that when it comes to me. And we just laugh about it. Now I'm a colorist. You know what? Please get out of my chat. Thank you, Liz. Yes, he is a good looking young man. And with him, the blacker, the better. The blacker, the nappier, the better. Even his guy friends look like that. That's what he's always like. And they come live in here. They've eaten in here. They stay in my house. You like it? I love it. That's what I said. But sure, I would want him to get somebody look like his mother. Because I'm his mother. I don't care how you take it. But he doesn't. And that's just the truth of the matter. But you're trying to take this somewhere I didn't take it. Because if it really bothered me, his friends wouldn't come here and the girls wouldn't come here. Just like I told you, the fat girl was in there with a fat yellow bitch. But you didn't say I was colorist when I said that. A fat yellow bitch who pussy was stinking with her legs gapped open on the molly. I said she was fat and yellow. But you didn't say that about that. And that's a true story too. No, I agree with you. It's okay with me, Miss Grayson. I was just making an observation with him. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck what you say. I would like to have a grandbaby that looks just like me, look just like his grandma. And I know if that's not gonna happen. If he picks people that look like someone else. I said it. And any mother that loves her child, whether it's a daughter or son that wants grandchildren, a lot of them would want the children to look like them. I make no apologies for that. And that doesn't mean I'm a colorist. I would love a little mini me to sit in my mini thrones. Get over it, bitch. But that has nothing to do with colorism. Thank you, Kelly Mack. That's all it was. And now this bitch is taking it somewhere else. Anyway, hit my cash out, make it clout. Anybody that love me, donate, support me. Yes, Lexi, I'm okay. I'm okay, baby. Support me. And I hated that I have to tell you what I told you. You know what? It's not even about that. If I wasn't light skinned, if I was chocolate and my son brought only light skinned girls home, my feelings would be hurt. If he only brought white women or Mexican women home, and that's not my ethnicity or my nationality, I would be very hurt. Because you want something to do a reflection of you. So it's not, no, it doesn't matter. And I told my son to date everybody. My son has dated Spanish girls. He had a bad Spanish girl, but we got locked up. I was so mad at him. I'm like, you done got that Spanish girl? And he had on the Instagram, and the black girl he was dating, they had fell out. Ooh, they wanted to fight that girl. They wanted to fight him. And I said, that's how you do it. If you're going to do it, step up. Get something better than them. I don't care if it's black. Make sure it's better than what she thought she could walk away from. Like, you can't do better than them. He had a bad Spanish bitch. Up there on Instagram, he took a picture. She date black men. She had a baby by a black man. And her daddy really didn't like it, but he met him and he didn't give my son no problem. And I heard talk to her, and she got so upset when he got arrested. She said, Mama, ma'am, I can't do it. And I said, why? She said, because my baby daddy did this to me. And I can't believe he did this to me. I'm so disappointed that I'm just going to back away because I don't want to fall in love with him and have no more chain gang relationship. I said, I understand. And so she backed away. I said, how could you fuck that up? Then he had a couple of bad black bitches. He dated some white bitches. See, I'm with it all. Half black, half white, chocolate, bright, damn near white and white. I don't care. Because I told him, even if you marry a black woman, I don't care about that. Make sure she's beautiful, so I have some pretty babies, and make sure she's beautiful to you, and she's down with you. But I want you to sample the rainbow. I want you to eat and stick dick in them Skittles. That way, you have made a well-rounded decision. And he said, well, Mama, I dated all of them, but that favorite, I love them sisters and that big old ass. I said, that's fine with me. I don't care. I just want you to taste all of it. That way you won't cheat. You won't get curious. You get married. Then you feel like a bitch look better than your bitch or better than your wife. You want to cheat or do something. You won't have to do all that. And get you a bitch that'll let you, bring some bitches in. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend got a girlfriend. I always tell them that. Don't ever lie to nobody. And don't ever lie to a woman. But do everything you want to do. Get it all out your system. And if you can't get puss out your system and you like women's, get you a woman that like women's, and y'all have an understanding or a sister wife, one girl, or you might have several. Try it all before you make your decision. Try it all, baby. And then when you settle down, you're ready for that. Yeah. If something is disrupting you, then don't be over here. That's all. Just don't be over here. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.